fatter and fatter.
She cannot give up the bread. She likes very much.
Sometimes she go to the fridge.
The parents decided to do their 13-year-old child a weight loss surgery because they're lazy.
I can't do it by myself.
I think it's extraordinary that we're offering bariatric surgery to young people.
You guys, I'm so angry about this one. So the story begins with an expert stating that weight loss surgery is terrible for children. And I completely agree with that. Daniel's family came to meet specialists to find out whether she was a suitable candidate for a weight loss surgery.
She'll be assessed by an expert team of doctors, surgeons, psychologists and dietitians.
It is obvious that family members themselves are overweight. One could assume that they have passed on unhealthy habits to their child. The doctor then asks whether Denise has tried to lose weight. She explains that her mother, father, and she herself all followed the diet. Her mother claims that everything was going well, but Denise can't simply stop eating bread. Her father adds that Denise sneaks to the fridge in the night. First of all, the specialist wanted her to talk, but her parents started to talk instead of her and started to tell about some embarrassing stuff that Denise could tell to express herself. At this point, I already feel uncomfortable. Her mother and father, who are also overweight, don't forget about that, sit criticizing her habits, and it drives me crazy. Another doctor tells how children with obesity do not feel full and cannot help themselves.
Some of my patients can eat an 18-inch pizza and can still feel hungry after that.
I cannot tell for certain that it is true, but I cannot deny it either. I think that children with obesity often use food to cope with their emotions and feelings. And in Denise's case, her parents seems to encourage this behavior. The father says that the surgery is the best solution.
As I'm sure you know, this clinic is a surgical clinic. So is that right? Do you understand that?
For us, it's the best solution.
For their situation, and that they tried everything and nothing worked. Let me translate this for you. We are lazy. We do not have discipline. We constantly demonstrate our weakness, and because our child sees that, she gives up as well. Naturally, the experts explain that surgery should be the last plan.
We can't do bariatric surgery on everybody. We want to prevent this before it gets to that sort of a level. I think we all of us intuitively feel that it's a last resort.
And that they're trying to prevent it. The doctor says that the family needs to try dieting and exercise to make sure they truly have done everything possible.
Generally, our process is that you have to really try everything we can to help.
In response, the parents nod, and immediately after leaving the hospital, they straight head to McDonald's for the last treat. Honestly, I have no words. I have just no comments for this. The show then demonstrates how family starts exercising, gets gym membership, and prepares healthy meals together. Denise confides in her mother that she's afraid of the consequences of surgery.
They kind of told the side effects and I didn't like them. One of them was that I could die, and I don't want to die.
And that if diet works, she doesn't want any surgical intervention. Then her parents talk about how difficult it is for them to say no to the needs and how accessible sweets and fast food are in UK. Denise's mother points out that she couldn't afford to buy so much junk food in Romania. And this is where I would like you to pay attention. Shows like this directly state that the issue may be connected to broader societal factors. They try to portray everyone involved as individually flawed. But why are sweets and junk food so accessible in UK? How well are people paid? What their quality of living? When watching these kinds of TV shows, there is often an underlying message. At least, my life is not that bad. These people have it much worse. The topic deserves another video. 3 weeks later, Denise and her parents have not returned to the gym.
My mum asked me, have you started that diet yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't even looked on the letter. I think that my mum doesn't think that the diet is going to work because it's kind of hard, and especially for me.
And their diet has failed once again.
It's about the power of willing, you know.
It is also turns out that the doctors provided them with a detailed weight loss plan. But nobody seems to care. Just as nobody seems to care about the child herself. Sorry if that sounds harsh, but that is how it appears. Danny's father admits that dieting requires a lifestyle change and willpower, which is true, but says that they have proven they are not strong enough.
And we demonstrate that we are not that strong.
What I think is a crazy thing to say as a father of the family. So you took on responsibility to have a child, yet you refuse to take responsibility for her well-being because it is easier to give up.
My parents find it hard to keep to a diet, and that's why I can't start a diet, because they find it hard.
And embrace the loser mentality. He then goes on to explain how surgery means you do not have to give up anything.
But with the surgery, you don't have to give up of temptations. Yeah, you eat whatever you want.
And presents procedure as something almost magical, as if the stomach cannot stretch again, as if making the stomach smaller solves the underlying issues.
But the child and the family will need to ensure that the child eats a specific type of food and the small amount of food for the rest of their life.
To me, this only reinforces the fact that child needs psychological support and that entire family needs to be willing to help her. Instead, she's alone. No one seems capable for supporting her, so it is apparently easier to send 13-year-old child into surgery. Denise says that she will just keep gaining and become awful. I truly feel sorry. This girl wants a normal life. She wants to feel beautiful and she deserves it. But her parents don't want it badly enough. They choose what seems like the easier path, even though they know it carries the risks and consequences. Thank you for watching this video. I would love to read your comments below, and if you have some topics or the videos that you want me to react on, you can freely share with them. I also gonna leave my Instagram below, so you could just also write me. Thank you very much, and see you again.
Being 13 and having the surgery is kind of a big thing, but I just want to be thinner and much more beautiful.